culmination of a lifetime of interest and passion about the continent. And that was what attracted me to Channel Africa as well, that we were talking directly to fellow Africans on the continent and in South Africa as well, to those who were listening, but also that it was about Africans telling their own story. If anything, it has taught me that we need those platforms and those channels to be able to speak to each other and to set the agenda and not let it be set for us.
Sure.
That was about the history of it. And in terms of what it's gone through, I mean, I suppose it's in the last couple of years, it's been quite difficult. I don't think I should sugarcoat it because of what the country is going through, South Africa, as well as the SABC, which we know is the hosting and the mother body for Channel Africa. So we've lost a lot of good people, and we've had to cut down on our budgets quite drastically. Yeah. I'm sure Janine, I didn't hear all she said, but I'm sure she talked about the heyday when we were going to the AU and, and all those sort of things, where we were able to really cover the continent in a much more comprehensive way, which regretfully we don't do now, but at least we are still there. Channel Africa still exists, and there still exists there for the potential to do that once again.
Yeah. I think Busi as well as Janine, let's take some time to test your knowledge. I mean, you paved the way thus far for Channel Africa. And yes, it's that time. I'm going to quiz you, find out if you know as much as you should about the station, okay? So we're going to be asking you a set of 3 questions. I think we'll keep it at a minimum of 3, okay? So the first person, once you have an answer, you have a response. Just call your name, and we'll then let you answer the question. Is that all right?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm afraid Busi is going to answer all of them.
No, I doubt
all right. Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. So the very first question, what year was Channel Africa conceptualized?
Conceptualized?
Yes.
1966?
I don't know.
Busi, sorry.
Busi, yes?
I'd say 1965 or 66.
All right, we'll give you the answers at the end.
We'll give you the answers at the end.
At the end.
The second question is, who was the station manager in 2016? Who was the station manager in 2016?
I have absolutely no idea, and I work with him, but I can't remember.
Okay.
Busi, I think
Busi, go ahead.
I think it was Soli Petre.
Soli Petre, yeah.
All right, you'll get the answers at the end. And the final question.
Yes. How do you say hello to your listener in Kiswahili?
Jambo.
Who was that? Was that Busi?
Oh, sorry.
Busi, I have an inkling that you have a clean sweep there.
Yeah.
Let's just find out from our auditor.
Yes.
She's going to tell us who got what. Drum roll. All right.
Can I quickly say something?
Yeah, you can go ahead, Jenny.
Yes.
No. When Busi said in the 60s, I think probably that was when Radio RSA started. I don't know. Channel Africa or the Voice of the Africa Renaissance was more towards 2001, but I'm not sure. I really can't swear on that.
All right. I think we have a winner.
We do. Indeed, it is Busi Chane. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
Busi, well done. Congratulations to you.
When are you going to deliver my car?
Exactly.
My car.
Those are the kinds of gifts we need. Yes, those are the kinds of prizes we need.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Ladies, it has been an absolute pleasure speaking to you both. Thank you so much for availing yourselves to speak to us this afternoon. And thank you for the contributions that you have made, both of you, throughout the years, to get us to where we are able to be part of the station that has had so much history all over the continent. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ready?
And congratulations once again.
Oh, thank
Yes,
you.
wonderful.
The voices of Busi Chane, former editor for the News and Current Affairs, as well as Janie Kutsia, who is the former executive producer for Current Affairs. 50 minutes after 4 p.m. Central African time, we jet off into sports news updates with Fikile Lingwati.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
And we begin with football news. Japanese football side Urawa Red Diamonds secured a 1-1 draw with Al Hilal in the first leg of the Asian Champions League at Riyadh's King Fahd International Stadium. This has secured them a slim advantage over the defending champions ahead of the second leg of the final this coming weekend. Shinzo Koroki cancelled out Salim Al-Dosari's first half opener for the host, and with the away goal rule in use, the Japanese side will be marginal favorite. Next Saturday, aiming to win the Asian title for the third time after victories in 2007 and 2017. Scorza says their target is to win the trophy.
For me, this is a great experience. This is a lot of data to analyze after this game. So now it's I don't want to tell how the picture of the game could be on the Saitama. But of course, our target will be to win. Our target will be to achieve this trophy. It's a fantastic opportunity, especially after result here. But we have to know what is the quality of Al Hilal. We know that this team is still, I think he is still ready to fight for trophies also. So for sure it will be a very tough game, and we are going to do our best to achieve this trophy.
On to athletics, the Comrades Marathon Association has announced that it's increasing its prize money for the 2023 Comrades Marathon. The total prize money is a substantial $230,000, up from last year's $110,000. The 96th Comrades Marathon is a down run from Pietermaritzburg to Durban. It will take place on the 11th of June. Both the men's and women's winners will see their prize money double. Should the winners break a record, they will take home $27,000 this year. Last year, the prize money was $14,000, which caused quite a debate. Race director Rowan James says the prize money will also attract elite runners from around the world.
What this increased prize money purse does do is it makes the Comrades Marathon the richest road race in South Africa, and certainly one of the richest on the African continent as well. And given the long history and legacy of the Comrades Marathon, it makes sense to do that, to reward the athletes for the time, effort and preparation they put into preparing for the Comrades Marathon. And we know that as the event organizers that by putting up a substantial amount of prize money, it will certainly increase the competitiveness up in front of the race in both the men's race and the ladies' race.
Meanwhile, the iconic race will now end at the Hollywood Bets Kingsmead Cricket Stadium. In the last few years, the race ended at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, which made the route slightly longer. James says this year's 48th down run will be much shorter.
With the move back to the Hollywood Bets Kingsmead Cricket Ground this year for the finish venue, what that does is it effectively makes the race a bit shorter than what it's been in previous years. So that's really going to make contenders up front and the racing, red hot, so to speak.
For any
the 57th year of celebration. I want to say 57th edition, but I'm like, that does not contextualize.
I suppose it could be edition, but the 57th year of Channel Africa.
Yeah.
Broadcasting all throughout the continent, as well as parts of Europe and Asia.